Pasadena, California in an effort to combat the midsummer heat in France and to maintain their high level of play throughout the recent World Cup. Members of the United States women's soccer team consumed copious amounts of water. The players elevated clean living to a high art. So much water, defender Emily Sonnet said. That all changed, of course, in the very moments after the team clinched the championship last month in the tournament's final match. Out came the cartoon-size bottles of champagne to signal the start of the team's extended, and occasionally booze-soaked, celebration, which the backup goalkeeper Ashlyn Harris chronicled for days on social media as it spilled from the locker room to the team hotel to the flight back to New York, where the festivities culminated in a victory parade and an appearance at City Hall. Looks like Ed Pino walked off the plane drinking a glass of champagne. Rapinoe going full Rihanna with wine everywhere is a great move. Number uswntpic.twitter.com/MRAATPPSMs. Sonnet recalled how some of her teammates actively tried to dehydrate. No one was eating salads anymore. The cuisine of choice ranged from beer to burgers. I don't know what the vegans had, Sonnet said, but there were obviously some fries involved. Many of the players partied hard, and no one could blame them. But as various adverse physical effects began to take hold, some reached for an old friend, H2O. I think a lot of people took hydration into serious consideration after probably, like, the third day, Sonnet said. Several weeks into its collective detox, the team reconvened in California this week for an exhibition against Ireland on Saturday night, the first of 5 games that will make up the Federation's self-described victory tour. It is an opportunity for the team to presumably mop the pitch with lesser opponents. 2 games against lightly regarded Portugal are up next and celebrate all over again before fans, old and new. I feel like a lot more people will be interested while the iron is hot right now, forward Megan Rapinoe said. Rapinoe, who became an iconic figure during the World Cup because of her sterling play, her post-goal bravado and her unexpected role as presidential foil, was not expected to play against Ireland. She has been nursing a leg injury for several weeks. I have pain when I run, she said while attending to the business of global stardom. She appeared on NBC's Meet the Press. She signed a book deal. She developed an unhealthy appetite for private air travel. It's ruined me forever, she said recently. But beyond all that, she appears to be savoring her sabbatical from competitive soccer. She earned it. She also knows it will not last forever. I honestly don't know how everyone else is playing, she said of the teammates taking the field against Ireland. I think they're probably a little jealous. Not all of them. In the wake of the World Cup, forward Kristen Press said she was depleted. There had been so much build-up, then it was over. She got away for a bit. She went to the beach, but before long, she felt the lure of the game in a different way. When she rejoined her club team, Utah Royals FC of the National Women's Soccer League, she said she felt almost liberated. When you're playing in a World Cup, you fill a role and your strategy is so clear and you don't think of yourself, you just think of the team, she said. So it was actually nice to just practice and worry about getting better and allow myself to say, I can just have fun today, and that's okay. Like almost a dozen of her teammates, Press also was a member of the United States team that won the 2015 World Cup. This championship run felt more meaningful, more momentous, she said. Press recalled how, in 2015, she came away shocked that people even cared that the team had won. This time, as the players championed equal pay and gender equality at the tournament, they knew the spotlight was on them. They also recognized that it was incumbent upon them to perform and perform well to bolster their arguments and move those conversations forward. We worked so hard from 2015 to 2019 to set ourselves up to be in a different position in terms of the cultural impact that we could have, Press said, adding, we weren't just playing for soccer, or for ourselves or for the World Cup, which is the dream of every single player in the world. We were actually playing for cultural change and for women everywhere. At the same time, Changing the world comes with its share of pressure and fatigue, along with enormous relief and joy and fast food in the giddy aftermath. As they embark on their victory tour, the players are still in the throes of that celebration. It may not be quite as decadent as it was initially, but they are enjoying it and one another nonetheless. On Thursday, Sonnet said, several members of the team went out for tacos in Los Angeles. When the manager of the restaurant served them their food, he informed them that it was on the house. Oh, Sonnet recalled him saying, "We know who you are.